I have a job as a gardener / yard maintenance person. I have just finished a job cutting a lawn, edging the driveway and flower bed, weeding, and pruning. The property owner is very persnickety, and I always explain in detail what has to be done. Property owner: did you pull up all the weeds? Me: yes, ma'am, at least the ones I could see. Property owner: well, what about the ones you can't see? The weeds that we can't see. They're like assassins, hiding in the shadows. These weeds cannot be found. They cannot be seen unless they want to be. Okay, that's a Hello, my friends. Cohen here with Lancelot's Lawn Care, and today I have a new series titled Tales of the Lawn, where we are going to scour the internet searching for lawn stories to share with you. It'll be stories of glory, stories of hilarity, and maybe even stories of lawn horror. So, without further ado, let's get on to it. This happened during my first year working in landscaping. A lady stopped me while I was mowing a park. Lady: you need to mow this part too. Me: my boss already mowed the outline of the area I'm supposed to mow. I'm just filling in the outline, but I'll call him to check. I called him. Boss: nah, that's lady's crazy. That's her yard. I believed her and mowed her yard for a few weeks before my bosses showed me where the property lines are. Okay, this is a short one, but I don't know why that frustrates me so bad, because, like, look, if you need your yard mowed, just ask for a quote, okay? Quit. Come on, man. These guys work hard. Don't lie to the poor guy. Come on. That's irritating. I'm sorry, that's irritating. My husband and I recently bought our first house. When the weather starts to warm up, we realize that we need to figure out how to fix our lawnmowers so we can take care of the yard. However, the neighborhood we moved to has a lot of hardworking, self-motivating contractors, and once our grass starts getting long, we start receiving offers to mow our lawn. Seeing as it would cost around $50 to fix our push mower and a couple of hours of mowing ourselves, or we could pay $50 to one of these guys that has a rotting lawnmower ready on his truck and can knock it out in an hour, we happily accept the offers we needed. My husband ends up finding one of the contractors to be very skilled, and they eventually strike up a friendship. They agree for him to come back every third or fourth Saturday to take care of our yard. On a Thursday, I've taken the day off of work for a doctor's appointment that my husband is driving me to and from. As my husband is finishing getting ready, I'm standing in our kitchen, loading the dishwasher before we leave. I hear a knock at the front door, so I look up, and to my surprise, I see a face peeking in our very small window at the top of our 7-foot door. We make eye contact, and to be honest, I get really freaked out that there's a tall stranger watching me in my own home, so I call for my husband. He immediately comes down the hallway and sees me frozen, still staring this stranger down. When the face sees my husband, he drops below the edge of the window, and my husband goes out to the porch to talk to him. Turns out that this stranger wants to cut our grass. Sorry.
Hey, you have a lovely home. You need your grass mowed?
Husband: thank you, but we already have someone scheduled to come out during the weekend. The stranger insists for a slightly lower price than we pay our regular contractor. Husband: politely: again, no thank you. We're just headed out the door for a doctor's appointment. Perhaps you could come back in a few hours when we get home and have had chance to get cash. The stranger almost seems desperate, and my husband knows what it's like to struggle financially, so they eventually work out a deal. The stranger will mow our yard, front and back, and my husband will send him the payment through Cash App when finished. My husband asks the stranger for his username. They switch and verify phone numbers, and all is set. He's just getting started as we load into the car. About an hour and a half later, as we are sitting in the waiting room of my doctor's office, the stranger sends my husband a couple of pictures of the complete yard. Along with the stranger is a plea. Stranger: Please, can you pay me $60 instead? The backyard was so long and so much work. Knowing that it has only been about 3 weeks since it was last cut and how pushy he was, my husband politely declines and sends the stranger the original agreed upon amount. A few minutes later, his phone starts ringing. My husband silences the phone and sends a text. Husband, I'm sitting in a doctor's office at the moment and cannot take a call, but I can text. Please send me a message instead. The stranger spends the next 5 minutes calling my husband over and over. He finally sends an angry text demanding payment. My husband sends him a screenshot of the confirmation from Cash App, and the stranger goes off. He insists that that isn't the right account and provides a different username and phone number to pay him. Frustrated, my husband cancels the first payment and sends the money using the new info. Right after, he sends another screenshot of the new confirmation and a message. Husband, I want to help a brother out and help you make some money, but you have been very pushy from the beginning. I tried to ask you to come back during a better time, but you would not take no for an answer. This has not been a pleasant experience, not to mention that your repeated calls have put me in an embarrassing position at my doctor's appointment. I have sent your money to the account you provided, but please do not return to my house. We do not want to do business with you again. The stranger responds, I bet. We arrive home a little bit later to find a very subpar job with many large patches, especially around our fence, completely untouched. The next day, I arrive home from work to find a couple of eggs splattered on my garage door. We decided to stick with our regular contractor after that. Our regular contractor came by about a week later and fixed the yard, along with our normal cash payment. He also received some fresh homemade cupcakes. See, us lawn guys, this is why you just gotta do a good job. Cause, hey, maybe you'll get some cupcakes out of it. I wish clients paid me in cupcakes. That's awesome. No, for real. It actually is it's a great experience to receive a gift from clients. I actually have a client who has a garden, and sometimes they'll give me veggies from the garden, and it's the best feeling ever. You have no idea. But look, dude, this guy's supposed to be a lawn guy. Like, first of all, guys, I'm gonna just give y'all some advice. If you knock on someone's door, don't peer through the window. If you're trying to sell them like a product, if you're trying to do contract work for them, landscaping, tree guys, whatever, don't peer through a window. That's super creepy, dude. Look, this is an example. That is super creepy. And man, hey, the husband did a really good job. He was very clear, very concise, and he was like, hey, you've been a jerk. This is why. He was very professional. I would have been like angry. I would have been like, yo, I'm gonna find out who you are, and I got your number now. Now you gonna regret it. So this guy, he was very mature about it. But this mowing guy, this lawn guy, he is not worthy to be called a lawn guy. We do not accept him in the lawn community. He is hereby disavowed from the lawn care community. All right, let's keep going. A long time ago, I managed a local mulch store. We sold mulch and other landscaping supply items. My employees were mostly high school kids working part-time. We had a policy that broken bags were sold at a discount price since the bag was no longer full. One afternoon, I answered the phone. Customer, do you have any broken bags of mulch? Me, yes we do. Customer, great, I'll be there soon to get them. And then he hung up without leaving his name. A little while later, one of my guys came into the office looking really upset. Employee, a customer is out here in the yard cussing me out because we sold all our broken bags of mulch to someone else earlier. I marched out there. They had loaded some bags into his car and I stopped them from loading more. Me, why are you cussing out my people? Customer, I called about broken bags and your people have already... Me, why does that give you the right to yell and cuss at my high school kids? He looked very sheepish. I started to unload his car. Me, if you don't want these, I will put them back and refund your money and you can get out. Customer, in a quiet voice, I need them. Me, okay, then try to act like a grown-up. We loaded him up and sent him on his way. If he had given us his name, we would have held them, or if he had come into the office and explained what had happened, I would have given him a discount. Wow, okay. I get that, actually. Okay, so I get it. You know, maybe the guy buying the mulch thought in his mind that he had reserved discounted bags of mulch, and so that's why he was frustrated. But I'm gonna tell you right now, as someone who hires teenagers, I hire a lot of high school students from my youth ministry. I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't cuss out employees in general, much less don't cuss out high school employees like that. Like, that's messed up. I would have done something very similar to this guy. I would have been like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you yelling at my guys? You want to yell at somebody? Yell at me. You know, I would be like all up on him. So props to this manager for sizing him up and being like, hey, you better back off. You wanted discounted bags? You should have told me your name. You should have acted like a grown-up. Oh, man. Bro, that is somebody I would want to work under. That is definitely a successful manager right there. Dude, that's awesome. Wow. All right, and that's where we're going to go ahead and end today's Tales of the Lawn. Thank you guys so much for joining me with this. This is a new series I just wanted to do. I've been thinking about it for a while, so let me know if you guys think I should do this some more times. If you want me to do it, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to mow over that like button and hit the weed trimmer on your subscribe button. And don't be afraid to take your blower and blow off that notification bell so that you never miss a video. Hey, if you have any other Tales of the Lawn that you would like for me to find out, whether it's on Reddit or anything you know personally, please do not hesitate to check out the email in my About section, as well as the email in the description down below. Send me some of those stories, and I would love to talk about them and post them here on the channel. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video.